I'm going to read 4 poems from a new collection called Wheeling Motel. Another working dawn. The dreamer was still soaring high above an endless city. The whole place could go in the time it takes a struck match to ignite. He found himself, sad to say, drowning in sight of land. He was revealed to possess a mannequin-like pubic region, nothing there but blank, hairless flesh, hallelujah. He was entering the precise number of times children's voices are heard in Rimbaud, scribbling in the margins something about a rainy doorway and how could I ever have been bored? Music told me early I should be filled with joy. The sound of someone crying woke him up, and it was him. The exceptional instrument who took very poor care of itself. The leaf who thought it was a tree. Lover of words, illuminations, death mask. And let's get one thing straight. They were never about. Those lines say on stars. The hell with the stars. They were about perception of the stars. He turned the covers back like a page that weighed 10 pounds. Book in no known tongue, book that would not exist. Truly, could he have foreseen the misery it would cause? But I ask you, voice that is nowhere and everywhere, what did not in time become a source of suffering? Thank you. This is the title poem of the book, Wheeling, West Virginia, of course, the motel in Wheeling, looking out on the Ohio River. The vast waters flow past its backyard. You can purchase a 6-pack in bars. Tammy Wynette's on the marquee, a block down. It's 25 years ago. You went to death, I to life, and which was luckier, God only knows. There's this line in an unpublished poem of yours. The river is like that, a blind familiar. The wind will die down when I say so. The leaden and lessening light on the current. Then the moon will rise like the word reconciliation, like Walt Whitman examining the tear on a dead face. Thank you. This is a kind of a love poem called Night Flight Turbulence. Some things need to be done in the dark by yourself. I'm not saying it's right. In the greenly lit restroom, I looked pretty ill, like a vampire locked in a confessional. The drug had no effect whatsoever, maybe slightly more arctic and fearful. Angel of meetings long despaired of, poor girl. We could put something together to eat or watch an old movie, you and me, friendless, in this winter city, glimpsed for a minute as far-off lights passing under the wing. Just 2 more cripples Jesus never got around to. One theory says we won't remember dying any more than being born. Where can you go at this hour? Stay with me. I read 2 more. This is called Day 1. Good morning, class. Today, we're going to be discussing the deplorable adventures of Franz Wright and his gory flute. Just kidding. The topic this morning is an unparaphrasable logic constructed from parallelisms and images and held together on occasion by nothing but the magical non sequitur. But to hell with that. We should really examine your life, the one you bought, and what happened when you got home and attempted to assemble it. That disfiguring explosion no one witnessed, no one heard, which you yourself cannot recall, and by whose unimaginable light you seek to write the name of beauty. And thank you. This last poem is about one of my favorite poets, maybe the greatest lyric poet in any language, and I think, and maybe you can guess who he is. When I have inspired universal horror, I shall have conquered solitude, he wrote in his journal, in his rented misery. Interesting strategy. The person who wrote this was an ill and wrathful man, one who constantly strove to do better, composer of a couple sad dope sickness remedies, Icelandic moss, and the firm resolution to pray every morning to God, his mother, and Edgar Allan Poe, who made the splendid mind to self this note: whenever you receive a letter from a creditor, immediately write 50 lines upon an otherworldly subject, and you will be saved, if not from the step fool, his throne, a wheelchair in an empty park, the satanic baby, enfant du mal, and mom, the true power behind it right to the end. Evil isn't hard to comprehend. It is nothing but unhappiness in its most successful disguise. Evil is hated and feared, at least. It is possessed, unlike mere misery, of a dark glamour nobody pities. Baudelaire, thank you.